While reading the book Right to Remain Innocent by James Duane and taking this politics course, I have learned so much about the flawed legal system in the United States. I knew a little bit about it, obviously, through social media, but this book opened my eyes to how bad it really is and explaining how laws are written terribly and examples of how laws have affected people's lives in negative ways. It showed me so many stories about people going in thinking that they have nothing to hide, not knowing that what they were telling the police was going to get them sent to jail. Sending an innocent person to jail is already horrible, but knowing that criminals are roaming the streets is even more terrifying. Some examples of innocent people spending 20 plus years in prison because of false accusations are the convictions of Glenn Ford and Earl Ruffin. Glenn Ford walked into the police department hoping to help the case, but was later convicted of the death of a jewelry store owner because of certain coincidences, like him selling a gun and being home at the wrong time. He was never proved to be at the crime scene, but police just assumed he committed the crime because of the coincidences. DNA evidence 29 years later showed he was innocent. A similar thing happened to Earl Ruffin. He was with his girlfriend who lived in the neighborhood where a woman was raped in her home. He stated he was with his girlfriend and two other friends playing a game. The other witnesses confirmed his alibi and stated that they were at his house. The police officer later added 3 words, changing Earl's statement to he was sure he was with Rosemary to he was sure he was with Rosemary at her house. Those 3 words, at her house, would put him in jail for 20 years because the witnesses had stated that they were at his house. So it seemed like he lied and committed the crime. But keep in mind, the police officer had added those 3 words months after the interrogation, just as Glenn Ford DNA evidence showed otherwise. And keep in mind, these are only 2 stories out of many others. In this book, I have learned that if police want to interrogate me about a case, then do not speak to them until I have a lawyer. James has taught me to continuously ask them for a lawyer until I get a lawyer. This is such simple advice, but I think this advice is so important and valid because of how flawed our legal system is. Our police officers are taught to interrogate us and get information out of us. They are taught to manipulate us to get information out of us. And then they will frame us as the suspect or as the criminal when we were just innocent and trying to help. It's not all their fault because they're only human, and humans make mistakes. Our minds make us believe things to solve problems when we're under stress, and police officers are under so much stress to solve a case. I just hope that one day our legal system is fixed and police officers are taught different methods of interrogation so innocent people aren't put in jail and we don't have criminals roaming the streets. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned as much as I did from the book Right to Remain Innocent.